In all honesty, I'm really impressed with how Arsenal played today, because generally whenever we come to the Etihad, we always lose, we get destroyed, we get outplayed. But today we had a level of control. I was very happy with the lineup that we had, starting Jorginho and Rice together. That showed Arteta was like, his mindset was like, okay, I don't want to lose this game. Let me first not lose it and then focus on winning. And he did exactly that today. He didn't win, but
yeah, TRANZEET TV, it was always going to be a massive weekend in the EPL title race this season. Liverpool hosted Brighton this weekend, or this morning before this game against Arsenal and Manchester City. Liverpool won that game, meaning that City and Arsenal, they want to stay close to Liverpool, don't have to lose this game. And you see, it ended 0-0. You know, how did you feel about it? How Arsenal approached this game as an Arsenal fan?
In all honesty, I'm really impressed with how Arsenal played today, because generally whenever we come to the Etihad, we always lose, we get destroyed, we get outplayed. But today we had a level of control. I was very happy with the lineup that we had, starting Jorginho and Rice together. That showed Arteta was like, his mindset was like, okay, I don't want to lose this game. Let me first not lose it and then focus on winning. And he did exactly that today. He didn't win, but he didn't lose either. So, I mean, he looked at the Liverpool result, and then I think he placed his starting 11 based on that result. But beside that, I'm just glad that at least we didn't lose today or get cooked. Yeah,
I know you say you like the lineup, but from what did you do today and has Partey play when he came in, did you think maybe Partey should have started?
No, I don't think he should have started, because remember, he hasn't been in the team for a long time. I mean, Jorginho has shown that he's done well within the team when he needed to come in, and the whole squad as a whole have done well. So I was happy with the 11 that he put out. Like, it made sense. I didn't have any gripes with the 11 at the time, and I mean, in all honesty, the guys did what they were supposed to do. They didn't lose, which was a good result. They said that, listen, if we don't lose, at least we still have a chance to go ahead and try and push and win this title, and they did exactly that. I'm very impressed with the boys today.
Okay, so let's talk about Saka. Bad day or just one of those days? It was a big game. I mean, there's nothing he could do. He tried his best, or do you think he should have done more today?
I think it was a combination of both. I don't think Saka had his best game today, but also I feel like the opposition, I love Saka, he's one of my favorite players, but I feel like he's become too predictable. Like, teams know how to play against him. You know, when he starts on the right, he always wants to cut onto the left and shoot with his left foot and stuff. And I feel like Gaviol and the other Ake, they all knew how to mark him. So I feel like it was a combination of both. So that's why I'm saying with Saka, I mean, I'm not going to be too harsh on him, but I feel like he could have performed better, but I could understand why he was taken off, even though he was injured. But I got
okay, so let's talk about William Saliba. I mean, Eden Hazard has been destroying defenses in EPL.
Yeah.
2 times now, in fact 3 times. Arsenal on the Charity Shield, first game of the first league game, and this one now.
Yeah.
Gabriel Saliba and Gabriel and Saliba shot Haaland out.
Yeah.
Tell me about these 2 guys.
Man, I tell you what, those. Okay.
Yeah. So in this game today, Gabriel and Saliba one more time shot out Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. You know, the link up between those 2 players always produces goals for City. And today, first time in the Charity Shield, they shot him out. Second game of the season, we win the first league encounter. They shot him out. Today again, they shot him out.
Yeah.
So tell me about Saliba and Gabriel.
I mean, listen, the partnership those 2 have, it's something sort of miraculous. It reminds me of, because, you know, I've been an Arsenal fan for many years, so when I see those 2 play together, it reminds me of like Tony Adams and Steve Bold, or like even Kolo Toure and his name eludes me, Sol Campbell. Yeah, like today, like the way they shut him out, I was like, they have like Haaland on the ropes. And what I like is towards the end of the game when Gabriel was like literally saying to Haaland, like, listen, today is not your day, getting into his head to say like, no, listen, I've got you in my pocket today. I loved it, man. I loved it. And you know, Saliba was just cleaning up, mopping up every time, like if Ben White kind of got caught, or like for instance Kivior or even Tomiyasu when he got caught, you know, they covered them. Like, I mean, listen, it was a defensive performance of note today. Like, you have to appreciate what Arsenal did today defensively, and listen, respect to those boys, honestly.
Let me put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Who wins the league?
Who wins the league? I mean, based on run-ins, one might say, my guy. Based on run-ins, one might say Liverpool, but you know, Arsenal, they like, you know what Arsenal is? It's like a rash where you put a cream and they just come up. You know, they like that sort of thing. So that's bad. You put a cream on them, they go away for a bit, but they come up. So one can say Arsenal is a dark horse, man. I mean, but the thing is, there's a lot of soccer to be played this season, and there's only like 3 points separating them. I think when I looked at the table, about 3 points. 3 points. So
2 points now.
2 points exactly. 2 points now. So I mean, there's a lot of football to be played, but you have to give credit to Arsenal, despite how our season ends. I mean, respect needs to be put on those guys, and Arteta's done a great job.
Yeah, no, beginning of the season, I said it that for me, if there's any time City is going to drop off winning the league in EPL, it's going to be this season.
Yeah.
So I still believe between Liverpool and Arsenal, one of them will win this league. I don't think it's this year is City's year to win the league. But we'll see how it goes, my man. Thank you for coming for Teddy, and see you again, and we'll see how it goes.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, man. Love, bro. Love.
I got my man here who just finished watching Arsenal play against Manchester City at the Etihad. Before now, Arsenal in the last few years, games like this, Arsenal fans are only talking about damage control. How many goals are we going to concede? But this time around, before this game, I spoke to a lot of Arsenal fans. They were upbeat about the game. They felt that Arsenal could go there and get a win. City have not been doing very well against the big six this season, conceding goals. I think the last 14 games, they've only kept like maybe 2 or 3 clean sheets. So Arsenal fans were upbeat about this game today. And you see how it panned out, 0-0. Arsenal are 2 points behind Liverpool right now. City 3 points against behind Liverpool. And the title race is heating up. They have 9 games to go. And let me start with the lineup. Before the game started, did you think Arteta had a very good lineup going into this game, the way you thought it should be?
We don't know what was going on in the clubhouse, right, with training and whatnot. So, given kind of what we knew, it's the best we got. It's the best we got. I was excited to see Partey and Tommy come in when they did, and then I think we all figured that Leo would come in somewhere around the 65th minute, 60 to 70. See, he came in somewhere around there. So it was business as usual. That's what been working, minus the return of Thomas and Partey, but I'm okay with the lineup.
Okay, the way they get pounded out, were you impressed? And if you were, what impressed you most about this game for Arsenal?
Haaland was quiet. You know, the touches that he got were suffocated, I think, immediately. And I think that's that might have been the focus. Again, the game plan kind of revealed itself throughout the minutes, but I think I was most impressed with what we did with our back four, which has probably been the backbone of us for the last 5 months or so. Even with the last 3 months of us scoring 4 or 5, 6 nets per, there've been clean sheets, you know, knock on wood. But ultimately, I think this wasn't like the sexiest game, you know, as far as what we've been used to the last couple months. But it was brilliant from a tactical standpoint, defensively, how we were aggressive, how we matched their press, and controlled the different thirds of the game. Kind of a give and take, you know what I mean? Bend but don't break, kind of a deal. So it was good.
Okay, so let me tell you, tactically, like you mentioned it right there. Normally, KDB finds these pockets on the right side of the attacking midfield or on the left side. Today, Pep deployed KDB on the right side of that pocket and Foden on the left side. Arteta deployed Declan Rice on KDB and Jorginho on Foden, locking up those places. But this meant that Arsenal couldn't really get much going forward. Do you think that the quality that Arsenal has, they should have gone the other way around and try to hit City and get the goals, or is it better the way he went try to contest City from KDB?
I could be wrong, but the way that I saw it, it was kind of one of those situations where you have to give to get. You know, so we were allowing certain things, but we were taking away what they preferred.
Exactly.
Which also meant that we were giving up some things. So we became more of a counter-attack team today. And we hadn't seen that much from us because we've been controlling possession. We've controlled the majority of the forward third, the attacking third of the field, and we hadn't necessarily needed to be that kind of counterattack team. It was great to see that we had the chances that we did, but now all the people around the organization are going to be like, well, you don't have that true striker, you don't have that true 9, you don't have those guys. Saka was very quiet today. Gabriel is who he is. So you know, there's that conversation, but I would challenge those who say that today and be like, look back at what we've been doing the last 4 months. Where has that energy been? You know.
You mentioned that. So, Kai Havertz, he didn't score today.
No, he's quiet too.
I believe he had a very, very good game today. The way he battled those three defenders.
Yeah.
For you think the noise about signing Kai Havertz from Chelsea is dead?
Depends on who you're talking to. I feel like those who take a little more time to study the game will understand how Kai affects a game, and it's never on the stat sheet. That's the thing about it. What he does and how he sets up his teammates and how he affects the match, it's different. It's not as, again, it wasn't a sexy match, right? Well, you can look at Haaland's stats and see, oh, this is how he affects the game. It is undeniable. Some would argue that this year, specifically, this 1 year, Kai has had as impactful or as profound of an impact on Arsenal as kind of what you've seen on the other side of the other side of the table. So it's been interesting. So it just depends on who you're talking to.
Okay, so let me put you on the spot. Now Liverpool, 2 points ahead of Arsenal, 3 points ahead of Manchester City. Arsenal 2 points behind Liverpool and still ahead of City. They've gone home and away, didn't lose to City. So who wins the league? I know we have 9 games to play still.
9 games, a lot can happen with the way